all closed up there. I can see a glimpse of it in the distance there. There's a lot of steps there. So, all changed. I had to come back to the car park. It was all closed up there.
Yeah.
All the bridges.
Bridge had collapsed.
Bridge had collapsed with a landslide. So we've got to go and find another
path. Yes.
Another path through. I think we've got to go down to the village. So, I think this is the way. I'm not quite sure. Oh, what have we got here?
It's unusual.
Alright. Those are little fairy houses. Going to the fairy glen.
Cute.
So hopefully we're on the right path this time.
Yeah.
We are on the other side of the stream now.
Yeah.
Cute little bridge.
Houses all got their own little bridges across to the footpath.
Yeah, they have, haven't they? And back up to where we parked. And on the other side of the stream. Oop. You tripped up. So this is a broken bridge.
Yeah.
That's why we couldn't come across from the other side. Not quite sure what happened there. It does say something about a landslide. Can't hear them yet, can you?
No.
How much further we've got to go. And a cute little bridge. And you don't slip down there. All of a sudden, there they are. Turned round the corner, and here they are. Not making that much noise, that's why we couldn't hear them. Big rocks outside there. Fairy Falls. What did you say?
So there's more up here.
Oh, right. It's almost a copy of what we had down the bottom. Tricky getting back down.
Hello.
Bit narrow along here. Oop. Slippy?
No, it's just awkward. They did want to fall.
A little bit dodgy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Not too bad. And there's the other falls again. That was a nice walk through the woods, wasn't it, to the falls?
Very nice.
And the added bonus of there being two.
Yeah.
2 for 1. That was all good.
Price for one. Well, no price actually. Charging.
Price is all free.
Free.
Yeah,
Not
it's
quite
a
free.
fairly easy walk as well, wasn't it? It's not too bad. It's a bit rough and rocks in the ground.
Uneven, isn't it?
A bit uneven.
Yeah.
It's about a 20-minute
Steady.
walk. Definitely on foot. I think you get a wheelchair up here. It's a bit tricky. And a pushchair. So yeah, no wheels, just feet. Otherwise, all good. Well worth the trip. Wow. We thought the last park up was pretty spectacular, but
yes, this is our best park up so far.
we just found this one.
This is
What's
amazing.
it called? Loch something?
Loch Fleet Nature Reserve, the whole area is called.
Yeah. And we've even got a little ruined castle up behind there, look.
Yeah, ruined castle, and then this is the view.
This is go round, and we got that. Absolutely amazing. All the way around here. So we've come to a castle this morning, this afternoon, whatever it is. Dunrobin Castle, was it? I don't know how you say it. In Golspie. It's on the coast.
Glospie, I think. Scottish lady said Glospie.
It's Golspie. Never mind. So yeah, apparently it's closed, so you can't go inside. But hopefully we can walk around the gardens and get to the beach. It's supposed to be a good view of the castle from the beach. So we'll go and have a look. There's geese. Hundreds of them. There's a right old racket.
Yeah.
There's loads and loads of geese, aren't there, up here?
There is a lot of geese.
Yeah. I don't know whether there's just a lot up here, or whether they're on the way to somewhere, or whether they've just come up here, or I'm not quite sure. But there's a lot doing that, or flying in formation. Migrating possibly. And trying to get down to the beach. But when you look down there, seems like it's an awful long way down. It's supposed to be a really good view of the castle from the beach, so that's where we're heading. Into a little fenced off area, sort of formal sort of gardens in there. I wonder if it's looks like a burial ground, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Perhaps it's the castle's own little burial ground. It said cemetery. Alright. Yeah. That's probably what it is then. Yeah. Is that where we should have come up?
Yeah.
We found the path. Finally made it to the edge of the water here. I'm going to try and work our way around to get a view of the castle. You can see a glimpse of it in the distance there. Get in there. There's a big wall of the estate. Oh wow. There it is. They said you get a good view from the beach. Blimey. Yeah. Quite spectacular. So we ring the doorbell.
Yeah.
And have a cup of tea. Not a bad little gateway into your garden. Quite an impressive castle.
Yeah, it is.
Amazing view, haven't they, up from the across to the water.
Sea.
North Sea there. Yeah, quite an impressive gateway.
Yeah, it's just a shame it was closed, wasn't it? We didn't realise it.
Yeah,
Shut in October.
Shut in October, like most things up here, but there you go. Never mind. I've got a great big wall going all the way around the estate. I reckon this is the way back. I reckon we can go up here. It's like a little gatehouse type of thing, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Marked up along the top of the cliff to this place. Not even gonna try and pronounce it. It's steps going down to the beach, I think. I don't know. Big old cove. Blimey. Going a long way back up. There's a lot of steps here. How you doing?
Alright, coming down. Just wondering about getting back up.
And there's still loads to go. Oh, I've nearly made it. Tracy's declined to come down any further. So, here we go. Right on the edge. That is incredibly clear seawater. Cliffs. Looks like there was a property here at some point. Yeah, there's a little house by the look of it. The wall goes along there somewhere. Just going to have a quick look up here without falling off the edge. Oh wow. Quite impressive rocks. Imagine back in the day people would have somehow clambered down there. Don't know how they would have got down there, but then we got the long trip back up the stairs. No good. Got up to 150 so far. There's still a lot to go. Well, that was just short of 400. 396. Oh shit.
It will be 400.
We got a few more.
Wow.
Oh well. We're nearly there. So, 417, I think. And then we've still got little bit of rough stuff, which are not really steps, and then a bit of a slope back to the car park.
Yeah.
What a view to wake up to. Amazing. Morning. So we've come back to the steps. The next morning I've got up reasonably early before the sun's really come up properly, because last night when we came up back up to the top again, we saw a lovely chap called Davy, what his name was. He lives in one of the houses at the top of the cliffs here, and he apparently is the one that looks after all the steps and maintains them. And he's been living here for 30 or 40 years, I think, and his granddad was one of the last fishermen that used this place, and he was telling us all about it. And so I thought I'd come down again and show you some of the bits I can remember, because apparently it's not a house that was down here. So we'll go down the bottom again and have a look. It's the sun just peeking up. Lovely. Lovely view out to sea as well this morning. The sun's coming up down the clouds there. Right, so we're back down on the bottom again, and so this little, looks like a little building here, was actually a salt store apparently, not a house. And so it was only about this long. It was open on this end, and it had a little roof on the top of it. You just sort of come out to here, and this was a salt store where they kept all the salt for putting in the barrels of herring. Then had a load of herring come in. Obviously that preserved them. And then got a little wall over here. And this what looks a bit like a chimney type of thing was actually where they used to fix a huge pole mast that used to hold the salmon nets apparently. So there would have been a huge pole over there, and then there was more poles in the ground. So I think there's a hole in the ground there, and one here, and possibly one on that end there somewhere. And there was three big masts there, and that used to hang the salmon net. We used to hang all above us, all over here, to where that big slot is. And then we have 3 holes in this wall, and apparently that's where they used to put the paraffin lamps, so they could see when they're working in the dark. Amazing. That one's almost collapsed. And this over here, what looks a bit like a well, was, I think, if I remember correctly, was where they had a fire, and I think they heated up barrels of tar to waterproof the boats. So we just by the little salt store, there's 4 pins buried in the rock. The question is how they got them in the rock. And there's another one over there by the look of it. And apparently that was used to hold a wooden jetty which used to go out there to the water so we could get to the boats, I suppose. Amazing. Oh, and the reason it's called Whaligoe, I think that's how you pronounce it, is because they used to get lots of dead whales wash up in this little cove area here, and so they used to drag them up the cliff all the way out there and then basically eat them. So if we go down this little section again, this is how they could get closer to the water. There's what remains of part of the winch gear. A lot of this stuff apparently has all been vandalised and destroyed, which is such a shame. This picture is from a photo that Davey showed us, who is a chap that lives at the top of and looks after the steps. It shows the last 2 fishing boats that use the area, and one of them was Davey's granddad's. It was used right up to the 70s. You can see the big poles used to hang the fishing nets, with one of them in that slot in the wall. Morning, so just getting the breakfast ready, and we've got this view this morning of the old sun coming up. Lovely. A wonderful day. Didn't expect weather like this in Scotland.